Hey everybody, welcome back if you're returning and welcome if you're new here. Today's shit to ponder, let's give us our topic. That was a horrible shuffle. Alright, that's a little better. What are we going to ponder today? Let's see what our topic is. By the way, if you have topics that you would like to cover or ideas, or you know of another sarcastic deck that I could get ideas from, that would be great. I like to do just like the random whatever and roll with it. So stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. Do you have somebody like that in your life? Or are you being stalked? You know, we've talked about protecting your energy. And this is such an energy drain. When you've got someone who is needy, sucking your energy, because think about, depending on your age, there was a time in my life where we were not 24/7 accessible. You know, the phone was attached to the wall, and I was born before answering machines, so if somebody called and you weren't home, you just didn't know. Try again. You know, it wasn't like immediate access. Why didn't you text me back? Well, I don't walk around with my phone taped to my body. Yeah, I've got other stuff going on, and I think even though our society now has that expectation that you're going to have your phone on you, I've told my friends and family it's a 3 to 5 day business, 3 to 5 business day response time. Like, I pay for the phone. It's mine for my convenience, and so I'm not going to have people demand my time and attention. I'm busy. If I didn't answer, if I didn't text you back, I'm busy. There's other shit going on. I'm sorry you're not the center of my world. I am. I have to be. And it's easy to forget that, especially when we have that expectation that people are just going to answer immediately. I know you have your phone on you. Why didn't you text me back? Because I had other shit going on. You know, and I'm not... I'm very adamant about when I'm with other people, I'm not on my phone. Because I have people directly in front of me, living, breathing human beings to interact with. Why would I disrespect them by scrolling through my phone in their presence? And I mean, it's one thing, I've had jobs where I was on call and I was required to carry my phone and respond within a certain amount of time because I was the manager, and if there was an issue, they had to talk to me about it. And I tried to empower my employees to take action on their own, but there were still certain things, so I did have to check my phone periodically, but I had already warned the people around me about that. Like, please excuse me if I have to check my phone, not to be disrespectful, but it's part of my job. You know, it's an obligation I agreed to, so it may happen. But why do we do that? Why do we shut out the life that's happening in front of us to spend all of our time on a box? Or stalking. Ooh, toxic. If you broke up with them, break up with them. Let it go. Don't beat yourself up looking at what they're doing. Well, who are they with right now? What's their last update? Where are they at? Are they happy? Are you happy? Are you happy spending all your time tracking this person and their activities to torment yourself to see whether or not they miss you? Do you miss you? Because if you were in a relationship like that, you probably do miss you. Do you even remember who you were? Because we are so surrounded by people who... Hold on. Let me phrase this right. There are a lot of emotionally fucked up people in our world, and in different ways. And that's how it works so well. Because you have this person who, and I'm not saying like they're a classic textbook narcissist, but someone who's very invested. And then you have a giver. And they're like this for different reasons. There's different psychology behind it, but they pair up so well because this person is all about them, and this person gains value from caring and nurturing others. And this person generally will completely get absorbed into this person and have no identity. And then, when the completely self-absorbed person goes away, this person has no clue who they are. And that's when they... Okay. My apologies. So, the person who ends up completely absorbed into the other person, if that relationship ends, and it should, not healthy, very toxic. But when it ends, the completely self-absorbed person is good to go. Because they tend to not really care about the other person anyway. They kind of suck them dry until there's nothing left to take, and then they take off. Well, this person's left with like, what do I do now? Because they don't know who they are. And they are texting, stalking, tracking, because they don't know what else to do. They made that person the center of their world, and now they have no identity. And that's something that we're actually dealing with right now because of the family situation. And you'll like this. So my goal is to help reintroduce this person to themselves. And so we've been planning different activities that they used to like before they got involved in this toxic scenario. And making sure that everything around them reminds them of who they are, and removing anything that would make them think about this other person that they got absorbed into. And like one of the first things we did was take them to a restaurant they haven't been to in 11 years because their spouse didn't like it. There was no give and take, it was all take. And that is so damaging to the psyche, to the emotions. And so that's how damaging these relationships are. We now have someone who is a shell of their former self because they don't remember who they were before this happened. And it's almost like having a zombie around. They don't know what to do. Everything they've done was for this other person, and now they have no identity. So, you know, you really should be the center of your world. Not at the expense of other people, but because you're valuable. You as your individual self and what you bring to this world, if it gets absorbed into someone else, you're shortchanging everyone else. And if you have been absorbed into someone else, start pulling free. Who are you? Who are you? If that person wasn't there at all, who are you? And if you don't know the answer to that, you're probably in a codependent relationship. And life will be a lot happier if you reestablish your own autonomy, your own identity. It should be interdependent. Two whole people come together and share life. Not two whole people come together and one absorbs the other one and basically takes their life. They're not dead. They're just not living because all they're doing is what this person wants, what this person says, what this person likes, as if this one isn't even there. Don't be a supporting player. You're the star. You are the star of your life. And don't let somebody else step in and take that away. So that went all over the place. However, I hope there is something useful in there for you. Anyway, spend your time on someone who's worth it. And that would be you. Share that time with people you enjoy, who encourage you to be you, who appreciate you for you. But don't waste your life on ridiculousness. So, I know that was a lot and kind of all over the place, but I hope it helped. And I'm wishing you a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon.